Hello, this is Greg from SharePoint Maven, and in this video, I would like to explain to you how Microsoft Loop page version history works. Now, version history, of course, allows you, to keep track of changes and restore them, to a particular point of time. Now, if you are familiar with SharePoint version history, that's pretty powerful feature that we have in SharePoint. Loop, version history works a bit different. You see, with SharePoint, we have, different version numbers being generated, and we kind of understand when, versions are created. We can compare, two versions in SharePoint, let's say, of the same page or the same file, and we can easily restore that if necessary. Majority of those features, to be honest, we do not have in Microsoft Loop. Let me, show you first of all how this works. So I'm right now on this given page right here, right? And if you then click on three dots in the upper right-hand corner, version history, and you will get to see pretty much the whole history, of this page. As you can see, I'm recording this in September 2025, but I guess I started this back in April and, made revisions throughout all this, months up until today. Now the thing about so obviously I can now click on any one of those previous versions and restore them. But here's the problem: when you click on any one of those previous revisions, you don't get to see what it is that you're restoring. Pretty much it doesn't display you any other information, so you really don't know what it is that you're restoring. You just literally choose a particular timestamp. Also, let me see, I think I already made a few changes. So as you can see, it recorded some changes already. Let me make a few more changes to this page and see if we are going to get a few, any changes on the version history. So I made a change. You know what? Let me maybe remove this. All right, just so that to play with it. Let's now check out the version history. Uh, and yeah, that's another issue that we have in here. And sometimes you might get another version, sometimes you don't. As you can see, I made a few changes. Nothing has changed. Let me just, just to make sure, this is the case. I'm going to refresh the screen. So only at that point of time, you see what happened. It actually created another revision to the current, timestamp. But what actually happened, I don't know if you recall, if you, scroll to the beginning of the video, we actually had two revisions already, done today. And what happened, it did not create an extra one. It actually just kind of overrode the latest one. So you see, unfortunately, we do not have a precise kind of knowledge of what the, how frequently it saves the versions and, what is captured and so on. So my expectation would have been that we need an extra revision created with a different timestamp, but it just went ahead and kind of overrode the previous one. All right, so that's kind of another thing, a little bit annoying thing that, in my opinion, that happens. But let me now go ahead, just to show you how to restore a restore process works. What I'm probably going to go back, let's just go to, I don't know, this particular date and time, click restore. Just like in SharePoint, it is given as a warning message. Yeah, we are restoring, and essentially, yeah, look at this. Looks completely different now, right? And essentially, pretty much this is what I guess this page looked like back, on May 10th when I, to the point I restored. Let me refresh it, just in case. Let's see what happened to our version history. So I'm going to go back to version history and look at this. we actually got, this is a bit misleading to be honest. That's what I just mentioned, right? All of a sudden we got all this extra revisions in here, and essentially I'm not even sure what they are and why they were created, but that's just how it is. I mean, hopefully this mechanism will be improved, and we will have a little bit better picture of what all of these revisions, are, and how frequently they are created. But for the time being, if you don't mind, I'll probably go back. Let's go back to how it was, before the changes today, just so that we can go back to the, kind of original. So just like that, you see, I just restored. So, I mean, nevertheless, despite all this, few limitations I mentioned, I think it's still a pretty powerful feature, at least as you collaborate and obviously co-author. We now have the ability to co-author, pages in Microsoft Loop. At least you have a chance to restore, some older revision uh, as long as you know what it is, right? So that's all I really wanted to share in this particular video. Hopefully you learned something new. As always, happy to see you on my blog, sharepointmaven.com, as well as my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Goodbye.